Hi, I'm Casey Fick, Communications Coordinator for the State of Missouri Deferred Compensation Plan, and this is your October 2012 video edition of the DC Update. Over 2.5 years ago, because of the economic downturn and state budget limitations, the State of Missouri Deferred Compensation Plan's Employer Incentive Program, also known as the Match, was suspended. Since then, many participants have wondered, why is the State of Missouri Deferred Compensation Plan still considered an important employee benefit? In this month's Adding It Up feature, we'll address this very question to explain why the Deferred Compensation Plan is and will continue to be a valuable benefit for employees. Generally speaking, supplemental savings are important because they provide an essential source of income that complements your Social Security and pension in retirement. The Deferred Compensation Plan offers an easy way for you to build supplemental savings. But to truly understand the value of the plan, it's important to explore all of the ways you could be saving for retirement, including the account fees and growth potential surrounding each method. Let's assume you start saving $100 a month towards retirement. If you stash your money under a mattress, you would have $36,000 after 30 years. No more, no less. If you deposited that money in a basic savings account at your local bank, where, according to Bankrate.com, the national interest rate is 0.12%, you would have $36,653 after those same 30 years. With both of these tactics, the risk that you will lose your money is quite low, but because of inflation, the risk that your money is actually worth less over those 30 years is quite high. That's why savers invest in the market, to draw a rate of return that outperforms inflation so that your savings gain a true value over time. The trade-off for investing in the market is that there is a risk that you will lose value on your savings. Your savings could lose value because of a market decline, of course, but they could also suffer due to the fees associated with your investments. Fees encompass the administrative costs for providing a savings plan, even at your local bank, and the expenses associated with investments available within the savings plan. Historically, the market has served long-term investors well, like those saving for retirement, but fees can vary widely depending on your provider, and can have a major impact on your ability to accumulate savings over a long period of time. Let's revisit that $100 monthly contribution. You could invest that money in a commercially available individual retirement account, or an IRA, where you can invest in funds similar to the plan's target date fund options. The national average expense ratio for funds like this is close to 1%. If you combine that expense ratio with a 6% assumed annual rate of return, you would have approximately $83,000 after those same 30 years. That growth is certainly better than what you could get from your mattress or even the local bank. But these assumptions don't include the administration and maintenance fees that often come along with these types of plans. So what if you decided to save your money with the State of Missouri Deferred Compensation Plan? On average, the plan's target date funds carry an expense ratio of 24 basis points, or almost 1/4%, which is almost 3/4% lower than the national average. And all plan participants pay $1 per month for administration and maintenance. With that in mind, and assuming the same 6% annual rate of return, you could have approximately $95,000 after 30 years. In other words, that small 0.75% difference in expenses equates to around $12,000 more in retirement savings with the plan. While the Employer Incentive Program certainly enhances participants' ability to save more for retirement, it's important to point out that in most cases, you're not going to receive a matching contribution from your local bank or your commercial IRA provider, and certainly not from your mattress. With all things being equal, for investors seeking access to competitive investment options that will help them achieve their financial goals without the expensive fees, the State of Missouri Deferred Compensation Plan continues to be an important employee benefit. On October 31st, the plan will post its first annual participant fee disclosure document to the plan website. This disclosure will include important information about the administrative fees associated with the Deferred Compensation Plan, and it will compare the expenses and fees of the investment options available within the plan. This disclosure will be available year-round at modeferredcomp.org on the Fund Information and Fees page. If you haven't done so already, please take a few moments to complete the National Safer Retirement Week survey. A link to the survey was distributed via email on October 23rd, and a reminder email will go out on October 30th for those who haven't completed the survey. This questionnaire only takes a few minutes to complete and will help us improve our education and communication efforts. Also, remember, National Safer Retirement Week is a great time to review your savings progress and to encourage eligible coworkers and friends to start participating in the Deferred Compensation Plan. If you were part of the record keeper change last fall, then you were most likely transitioned into the e-delivery system. While you do have the option opt out of e-delivery, this electronic communications initiative is an efficient way to receive important confirmations and notices via email. To make the most out of e-delivery and your online account, please take the time to establish your user ID and password. To do so, visit modeferredcomp.org and click on the Create Your Own Account button. You'll be asked to supply your Social Security number, date of birth, zip code, and email address. Once you give us this identifying information, you'll be prompted to establish your user ID and password and establish 2 security questions to finalize your registration. Once you are registered, you can visit modeferredcomp.org and log on to Account Access at any time to check your investment performance, adjust your contributions, designate or update beneficiaries, register for seminars or consultations, and perform a number of account transactions. Thanks for tuning in to the October 2012 video edition of the DC Update. Remember, you can find the plan on Facebook, Twitter, and now YouTube. Whichever you prefer, connecting with the plan is a great way to receive timely plan news, important savings tips, and more. Until next time, this has been Casey Fick for the State of Missouri Deferred Compensation Plan, your smart, simple savings solution.